Looks like Matt struggling in the life department, though he does have a life-linking Baronati on the board. Walski has got a Baronati of his own. I do not know what game this is. Still round 2, of course. Yeah, the Midrange recruiter can definitely get him back in this single-handedly. And it looks like he's just coming in for 3, 6, 9, 13. Kellen's Lightblades is going to get rid of the life link. And Walski's going to take the rest of the damage and go to 4. See what kind of a crackback he can mount here. He's got the Baronati, but Matt's got the Obeer's Attendants to block for the moment. Looks like Walski's just top decking here, 1 card in hand.
Did we ever put out a link, like just a hey, where the streaming is going, self-promotion?
On Twitter, I did.
So we're LA Limited. Twitch.
It's twitch.tv/LA Limited, yeah.
I'm sure you'll only have to tell me that like 7 more times before I know what's happening.
Happy to do it. Wait, who won that? Who won? And we are into game 2. Walski with the Hopeless Nightmare. Dinging for 2 right away. Follows up with a Monstrosity. Matt discarded a Swamp to that Hopeless Nightmare. It's 3-1 right now, yeah. Three to 1 is the match score at the moment in the middle of round 2. You want to join me, Albert? Commentate the match? Yeah, you can watch. That's fine. Matt's going to run out the... What is the name of that blue 3-drop? The something Sentinel?
I think that's the Stalwart Sentinel.
Stalwart Sentinel?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Here, let's try... Card Stalwart Sentinel? Is it any of those? Is it Steadfast Sentinel? It doesn't sound right.
I can just go check.
Yes, please. That works too. Albert's going to be my runner here. Walski runs out a Wicked Visitor.
Its name is Ice Rot Century.
Ice Rot Sentry?
With a W, I think.
Rot Sentry.
Yeah.
I was way off. Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Got it up in the chat there for anybody who's curious. And if anybody's curious about any card, feel free to !card followed by roughly whatever the card name is. Does not help if you type Sentinel instead of Sentry, but usually it can get pretty close. Walski's got the Ferocious Werefox, I believe is the name of it. Does not adventure it, though. It's just a 4-mana 4/3 trample now. Matt left with just an Obira on board now, and he says go. With some amount of mana up. Trying to keep up with the life totals here. 18 to 9. Let's see. And it looks like Matt just had a quick study on Instep there. I guess the Obira was just to hold back the Wicked Visitor, which is obviously not ideally where you want to be. Offering to trade your Obira for a Wicked Visitor. But he does find land number 4. Let's see what that unlocks for him. Nothing obvious. Walski's going to activate the ability of the Hopeless Nightmare to scry, and that's also going to trigger the Wicked Visitor to ping that for 1 while he scries 2 here. Scries 2? Yes. I've seen very little instant speed interaction from Matt in the games that I've seen so far. I think I've yet to see a counterspell, no stutter or ice out, which just seems like it would naturally fit into this deck. He's mainly Fairies, splashing for an Imidane's Recruiter, as you do, splashing red and white. That, of course, basically allowed him to win Game 1 all on its own. Well worth a splash. And Walski bottoms 2. And goes to untap, upkeep, and draw. Comes in for 4. Let's see what Matt's got in response here. Could just be in attendance to essentially gain him 4 life. That's what it is. I guess that's the reason he was sort of offering to trade Obira for the Wicked Visitor. So he did have the trick in hand, but he's just going to fire it off to gain 4 life there instead. Walski plays Sweet Tooth Witch and passes. Let's see if Matt finds maybe land 5 into Obira's attendance here. Could be a reasonable play. This is indeed a team draft here, so you can see our match might slow down a little bit here as teammates come in to strategize. Stab Wound's just going to be used as a removal spell for the Sweet Tooth Witch here. He does find land 5. Curious if he's got some sort of 2-mana interaction here. Wow, did Walski just fire off a bunch of Sweet Tooth Witch triggers there now? It looks like he put Matt to 2. Oh, I think it might have been 2 Sweet Tooth Witch triggers and then a, Werefox attack, putting him to 2. Matt plays the edge wall in on assume red or white. Plays the attendants. Passes. I'm a little surprised he didn't play the attendants last turn, just to be a little more mana efficient. Yeah, it looks like Shaun is guiding Walski to attack with both. Force Matt to trade off both of his creatures. Matt untaps. Let's see if he's got the Recruiter ready to go. He's got land 7. Hopeless Nightmare to get that last card out of his hand. Joking about the big spell left in Walski's hand, which of course was just a land. Curious. I wonder if Matt's just going to crack the edge wall in here. It's Walski versus Matt here. Oh, there we go. Sorry, forgot about the scores. Matt's up a game. Walski's in top deck mode. Just scrying too. I guess he wants the off color from the end still. I feel like sacking it to get back Obir's attendance there would have been perfectly reasonable. Unless he just has no other way to cast his Recruiter. He does find another attendance though. Looks like Walski just hasn't been able to find any action since the dust settled. Matt's getting in for 3. Walski does have Light Blades in his deck. But just takes 3 here. Matt's still with a few cards in hand here. But no play. No sorcery speed play, at least. That looks like a Sir Armont, which I don't believe can put a roll on itself, right? So it's just a 4/4. Yeah. And he is going to crack the end now. Get back the other attendants. Matt definitely still in this here, just by being at 2. Might just want the attendants to soak up 4 damage from Armont, so he can still attack for 3 here. David whispering sweet nothings in his ear here.
You interested in getting in on a call time draft?
I'm good here.
Okay. I'm also not because I need to go get the pizza in a little bit.
Okay.
So I won't be either way, and I'm happy to spell you if you want to draft.
I'm good.
All right. Well then I'll
Feel free to join me later. Yeah.
We'll eat pizza. Talk about how dumb these guys are.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then maybe when they're done, like there was talk about him busting out his double masters, maybe Team Roch fucking nastiness.
Sounds good. Ooh, it looks like, okay, I missed a stopgap. And Walski is going to fire off the light blades. Hey, this is Ryan. Tony, how's it going? And Matt does have a spell stutter. I feel like I was looking for him to play that so many times in round 1 and just never saw it. Walski does take the 3. Walski replays Sir Armont. Matt hitting every land drop here. But he does still have action. Stopgaps. Johann's stopgap just actually being a stopgap here, but Walski's second removal spell is going to take out the attendants here. Matt's got a Barrow Knotty follow-up. We still know that he's got attendants in hand. So that Knotty could be a life-linking attacker next turn. Sir Armont gets played for the 3rd time, still with no second creature. Though he does have an Ariad's Whisper to put a Wicked Roll onto it now. Matt discarded Swamp and something that I can't see. I have to imagine that Matt's going to play attendance here. Well, it actually might gain him more life. Oh, was it Recruiter? It's probably Recruiter since he, since he already sacked his Edgewall in. Probably has no other way to cast it. Yeah, the adventure side of the attendants here, though, it looks like he just top-decked the Asinine Antics, which would turn Sir Armont into a 2/2 with 2 rolls on it. I don't think he would have enough mana to play Attendant afterwards, so he's just going to use it to soak up the other 2 damage here. Walski falls to 8. Yep. No life loss. We're going to play a wolf and get a food. And we are officially in top deck mode here. I imagine we're going to see 5 for attendance right off the bat here, pre-combat. There it goes. And is our last 3 going to be pumped into the Naughty? Naughty might need to be on blocking duty here. Nope. Just going to drain for 1 here, essentially. 7-3. Walski taps. Attacks with the wolf. I imagine will be a pump in here. And gets candy grappled in response. Pretty huge. Oh, but Walski lands the Hamlet Glutton afterwards. That could slam the door on this game here pretty quickly. I think Mac does technically have a block on it here. Not technically dead yet. Oh, he's got the fairy fencing off the top. Are you serious? Walski's not happy with that one. You can't Thoughtseize the top of his deck, Walski. Or you can't Mind Rot the top of his deck. It's called milling, I guess. Matt pumps the Naughty, makes it 8-5. That's the bestial whatever. No trample. It's just going to be a chump block. Matt does not have lifelink anymore. It's going to have to be another miracle top deck here. How much can he pump this Naughty, and can he survive? I don't think he can. It's just going to be a jump and a pass. Looks like Walski is actually kind of managed to scrap this one out. Yo, he's got the removal. He does get to scry because he controlled a roll. Is that how that works? I guess that's how that works. I mean, why does Matt even need to scry? He's been top decking like a god. Likeness Looter can transform into... The Glutton got exiled, so it can't be that. Was the Glutton exiled? Oh, it's... Never mind. It's Matt's graveyard only, so that doesn't even apply. What's he got? He's got an Obira. He's got the Sentinel. We did not get to see Matt's deck run this hot against Shaun in round one. This has been absolutely wild. Okay, Walski's got enough to buy back the Bestial, whatever it's called. Oops, that doesn't work. Card, Bestial. Is it Bestial Bloodline? Sorry. That's it. It's 5 to return, 2 to equip. And while I was doing that, Matt finds Archive Dragon, and that's going to do it. Four to 2 Suns. Is that right? All right. Match score is 4 to 2. Advantage Franken Suns going into round 3.